Yes. Wasif, what's up, my man, my dude, my guy, my con? What's up, Doc Weeze? Thank you guys for joining the stream. Just a minute, my brain's adjusting. It's wake up times. Let me sip this coffee and then my brain will be working. Let me know if the music's too loud. Another day, more progress. Yes, yes. So this was in the thumbnail, this was in the thumbnail. We updated this map, we updated this map. We could update these two maps to fix this, these two things. Let's look at these maps. That is this one. I have to learn how to use the FSM tile sets for the Dark Forest one, because these are both using it. But I think I figured out the pattern. On tile set A, you have like this thingy. Like the walls and stuff. Multiple different kinds of tree walls. And then on B, you have like the top parts of them. It seems to be like the recurring theme of these, but ooh, we have these nice looking like ferns, I guess. Path of the stream, hey, welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be doing various things, cleaning up some maps and making some starting systems, like let the player choose male or female, and then based on what they pick, that'll be the main character. And we have to think of a female actor default. Also, maybe we'll rename let the player name the character. That makes sense, right? Let the player name the character, and pick male or female, and have their own name. That's like, no, we're not going to do SRD character creator plugin. It's over the top. It's unnecessary. And if it worked, I would still use it. But it's 1.6. Does it still work? I love SRD. He's a good guy. Just, I don't think I'm going to be using it. Okay, let me just copy admin, paste admin here. And we need a good name, default name. Marseilles. How do you spell Marseilles? So like that, Marseilles. We could just go with Mars. Let's go with Mars. It's a good name, Mars. Harold, the female Edmund Harold, obviously. I've gone overboard with character creation for the longest time. I'm not going to do it in this project. I let the player select their entire party, the way the party looks, their job, their sub-job, like so many things. And then they start with JP to decide what skills they want. The first game, I think I called it Driftwood Legacy or Legacy Driftwood or something very generic like that. It never got released. Hold up. This is a little whispery. It's kind of it's skeezing me out. Music brought to you by ocremix.org. We're using it under fair use. This is educational content. Thank you guys, ocremix.org. You guys have a lot of good tracks. Okay. So we'll have to randomly generate a character, right? So let's do something like that. Now that we've got our method set up. Sailor Mars? No, not like Sailor Moon for Mars, but more like a short nickname for Marseilles. As in Edmund and Marseilles and Count of Monte Cristo. Yeah, character creation, it's insane, the number of possibilities that it could be. But I would like for it to be, you pick male or female, and then you get to name your character. That's the extent of the customization. I think it'll work fine. So let's let's use the character generator. We don't want Mars to look exactly the same as Edmund. That would be kind of strange. And we're going to use the method to de-chibify and stretch the images. So we'll generate it. Let's go with female and randomize. And find Mars. How about Haley? That works too. But I think I'm going to go with Mars. More action usage? Yes. We're going to be doing that for the whole game. Every time we introduce a new sprite, it's going to be de-chibified and stretched, and the battler as well. Even if I don't plan on adding them as a battler, would I like more generator parts? Of course, right? I haven't added very many custom generator parts. I haven't added any custom generator parts, actually. I should probably do that. Don't you have to take some out to add more? Or can you just blatantly add more? Whoa, she looks fierce. I like it. Maybe change her mouth a little bit. Those eyes. Whoa. Let's go with this. Yeah, now she doesn't look so. She looks a little crazy with the smile and those eyes, huh? Let's change the eyes just a little bit. What about that? Now she looks intent. Now she looks a lot more cool, like laid back. Now she's like, I'm up to something. I know something you don't know. I kind of like this. We're going to go with this. She's going to have a pink hat. Well, it's kind of an dark aqua hat with a pink. Maybe we'll make that purple. Let's see, what is she wearing? Clothing. Accessory. Here it is. Subcolor. Let's go with this. Or this. And then, I don't know, I kind of want to give her green hair instead of blue hair. Let's give her green hair. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And then eyes. This is a weird color. It's like they go from blue to red. I like it. It's interesting. That looks very demonic, the yellow. Dark purple eyes. It'll match her entire outfit if we go with purple eyes. So she's going to have purple eyes. Ren Phoenix. How's it going, my dude? And Royal Crown, I saw you jump in. What's up? How are you doing today? What are we doing here right now? We are creating the starting system of the game, so when the player starts, they're going to pick male or female, and they're going to get to name the player. Various other things. Maybe we'll do a quick introduction of Jinx and how she joins the party, but then I'll make it skippable as well. So we're generating Mars, the default of the female, if you select female. Some random characters? Not necessarily. If Edmund is the explorer, she could be a researcher. Or maybe I'll let the player select if they want to become an explorer or a researcher. But then we're getting farther and farther into character creation. I want to not go too crazy into that. Can you help me out, please? I'm having trouble on testing my game on MV. It says file cannot be found. It might be moved or deleted, but it's still there. It can run on Mozilla if I use the index. I would like to help you, Catrick. I mean, I don't really know how I'm going to be able to help you right now. It's looking for a file and it can't find it. So, I'm not sure. Reddish color scheme. I'm going to go with the green hair, purple eyes, and I'm going to go with that. This is good. We've spent enough time here. Let's go ahead and export this, and this is going to be Mars.png in the faces. And we're going to take the walking character, export this as Mars.png. And then we're going to go to the damage character, and we're going to import Mars.png. And then we're going to place the damage character below it and export this as the same Mars.png. Sorry for the sound effect. To overwrite it. And we're going to take the battler and export that as Mars. And we are also going to save the JSON in case we mess up our originals and we need to re-export them, right? There we go. We'll close that, and we'll use our handy-dandy method of changing these. So let's go ahead and open these files, RPG Maker MV, Natural Explorers, IMG. We'll start with, we don't need to do the faces, we're going to do the characters, and we'll type in Mars.png. We'll load that. This is the character, and we're going to use the resize MV sprite that we created yesterday process, which is going to stretch it out and then reduce the head size by 25%, reducing it down to 75%. So I'm going to run this script on it that we created by hitting play. And there it is. Now she's stretched out a little bit and her head has been reduced, so she has less of an ego. No problem, Catrick. I'm not sure what the issue is, but I hope you figure it out soon. If you give me more information, I'm sure we can figure out some ways to troubleshoot it. Not guarantee that we'll fix it, but we can definitely, there's a lot of talented people in this stream. And if you're still having trouble, head over to the Discord. There's a lot of people there who are talented game devs and artists and programmers, and links in the description below. And just let them know what your issues you're having. Give them as much information as you can, and I'm sure you'll have some help. Hello, Heartless. We are making a female character for the start of the game. We're going to let the player decide if they're going to be male or female. Let's go ahead and do the next one. We got the character sprite fixed. Let's get the battler. So SV actors, and we'll type in Mars. We've named her Mars. This is the default name, but the player is going to be able to name the player. So this time we're going to use the template we made for battlers. The resize MV battler, I'll select that and hit play. It's going to run through and save it. And it looks like we have a line issue on this for some reason. You can see right here where if you're using the long hair, this template puts a line through it. It looks kind of distracting. If you have short hair, it doesn't do that, but with the long hair, I see that that's a problem there. And if I brought it all down one, it would kind of... I don't know, I think... What if we just try to bring it down one? It doesn't show it. Oh, maybe it does. Okay, hold up. Let's free transform and bring it down 1 pixel. Maybe we have to turn off snap for this. Let's turn off snap. 1 pixel. Whoa, whoa. How did that look now? That works. So this template that I made yesterday works great, unless you're using long-haired sprites, and then it does not. So let me see. Snap. What's my hotkey? Shift, Control, and the and key. Shift, Control, and, because we're going to be turning that on and off. That's a 7. Okay. Okay. Let's snap this. Bring it down 1. Oh wait, I have to free transform. Did that fix it? Yes. Then we'll turn the snap on. Turn the snap off. Free transform. Bring it down 1 pixel. I could make a new template too, which if I'm going to do this a lot with long hair, I should just make a new template. Yeah, that one line will just annoy the crap out of me. Manual pixel fill. You could do that. I could do that. One for short, one for long. Let's turn the snap on. Turn the snap off. Free transform. Bring it down 1 pixel. Just one, just one, just one. Hit OK. That looks okay. We'll turn snap back on. Arting. If you think you can escape it in game dev and game design, you're in for a rude awakening. Snap it. Oh no, that's not quite right. Do I have the snap on? What's happening? Am I messing up my snaps? Oh snap. I was. Free transform. 1 pixel down. And it worked fine here. Okay, I think that's fine. Let's go ahead and save that. Let's test it out as well. Back to mapping for me. Okay. Have fun, Path. Get that good progress in. We got our sprite. We resized the battler and we resized the character. Now we can add the images to Mars's character. But on all other fronts, she's the same as the other character, Edmund. But let's replace in system Edmund with Mars. And look at her in battle and walk around with her just to make sure that it looks fine before we move on. Hello Werewolf CZ! Thanks for joining the stream. Hope you're having a good time. Hope you're having a great morning. Hope your project is coming along nicely. Yes, that looks nice. I like it. It's de-chibified, and I didn't have to spend hours on it. And I didn't have to pay an artist a lot of money to do it, right? We did it ourselves. We generated it. We stretched it out, we reduced the head size, and then it looks different, but the style still fits. So. Blah, 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 blah. And the battler? That's acceptable. I don't see anything that's crazy or out of the way. Bang! Bang! Yeah. This also breaks the trope where the character is always the healer, and the female character is always using a staff and heal stuff, right? I don't think that's appropriate. Unless you're Tifa, right? Tifa, she was a brawler. I'm sure there's a lot of games that use female characters that are not like the healer or the back row, you know, character. It's a remix. Music brought to you by OC Remix, Heartless Angel. Yeah. She must have got stunned. Too many tropes to break the trope. Even breaking the trope is a trope. You know what? It's sometimes you have to embrace the tropes. If you really look at Final Fantasy IV, it's just full of tropes. It's like the most tropiest RPG, but it's still one of the greatest RPGs. It's great. I mean, 6 is way better, but 4 is good. Unpro, thanks for stopping by the stream. On phone watching, but watching for a bit. Won't chat though, but hi Drifty. Hello. Thank you so much for stopping by. Now let's check our death animation. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it, my man. My dude. Craig. Craig, right? We're not supposed to be fighting a K-Fox at level 1. We're definitely going to be taking a lot of damage, dealing very little damage, and dying. But we need to check our death animation. Or, battler. I guess I should stop healing then. Bang bang! Probably reduce the frequency of duality, the weapon unleash. We might win. Might actually win. We're fighting the level 4. Meow. Get wrecked, K-Fox. Let's try level 5. We're gonna die for sure. The tunnel rat. Dig! Oh yeah, we made the dig skill. That's right. Oh no, I attacked myself! We're definitely gonna die now. I forgot, the tunnel rat's tricky. You have to not attack when he digs. Chaos him! Oh no, don't chaos yourself! What's happening? Emerge! There's a bug there. There's a graphic bug. We need to Take a look at that. T's here.
Hey baby, how's it going?
How's your day going? My first attempt was so trope heavy. Yeah, mine too. Everybody's first game is full of tropes, I'm sure. That Fluffy Crier, thank you for joining the stream. How is your project coming along? How do you change the battler layout? What do you mean layout? Battler layout. Oh, it's a plugin. This is Olivia's plugin. It's called the Octopath Battler System. Fantastic plugin. Fantastic plugin. I haven't had any issues with it except for one, which is not a bug. I know how to fix it. If I go to the equip menu, I have like a million weapon slots because there's like a weapon change system, which I don't know if I'm going to be using that really. So if I go to my equipment, I've got like all of my weapons, you know, here. It like shows all the weapons and then your equipment, which I can disable this. That's so that you can change your weapons on the fly and like deal specific damage to that enemy based on the weapon. But I'm not really going to be using that. So, matter of fact, I should probably fix that. I'm not sure which one it is, but it's probably this, the battle system. Weapons, yeah, here we go. Weapon swap system. We'll just turn it off. Which will stop all of this from happening, right? Weapon swap. If we just turn off the entire weapon swap system, we can still use the battle system, I believe. I hope so. Otherwise, I'll have to, like, turn on 7 and turn off the battle. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. It's that simple. You just change a Boolean value, and now it looks like the way you want it. Fantastic plugin. 0 issues now. Don't you have to pay for the plugin? No. If you want to buy the demo project, you can choose to pay for it, but she offers the plugins for free. Guys, keep an eye out on Olivia. She's up and coming. She's only in university now, but she's already done a lot of fantastic stuff. I foresee lots of cool stuff from her in the future. Okay, so now we've got we tested the sprites. They look fine. We need to make some sort of system that will let the player choose male or female at the beginning of the game. So we should probably make a start map, right? When the player starts a new game, start them on a map and do all of the initialization stuff right here on that map. We're not going to start the world map. This was our first map, so we have our initializing event here. We'll cut this and paste it to a new map. So let's create a new map. I want to do some math real quick. I need to first take a look at our game's resolution, 1104 by 624. So if I'm going to make a tile that's just exactly the size of the screen or maybe one bigger, what I can do is go 1104 divided by 48. So I want to go 23, and then we got 624 divided by 48 by 13. So I'm going to go 24 by 14, add 1 extra. 24 by 14 for the first screen. So let's hit OK, create a new map. We're going to go 24 by 14, and this is going to be start screen. Select your gender. We'll go character. character select. Sure, why not? And this will be... I mean, it doesn't really matter what we choose. We're gonna make it like a black background anyway. So we'll just go with like dark woods. Hit OK. Maybe we'll do a parallax background for this. The Fluffy Crier says, don't know why, but making my game while watching someone making a game feels a little bit better. Yeah, I mean, I do the same thing. It's just, you feel like you're working in a little bit of a studio or something. I also want to know how to change the menu in a battle. I don't want to stick with the default one. Ren did buy the project. Yeah, good on you, Ren, supporting the good creators. Drifty, I expect a cool parallax scrolling scene and cool animation effects when you change between male and female. Do you? Okay. I guess we're doing that now. Indeed, most productive time is when I'm listening to someone else work on their project. It's a benign form of one-upsmanship. I think everybody has their own reasons. Maybe it's a sense of solidarity for some people. It's a competition to some people. It's just friendly encouragement to some people. It's just a needed distraction for some people and inspiration for others. So it's like a mixed bag. Everybody has their reasons why it helps, but the consensus is it usually helps. It is Star Mage. Thank you, thank you. Yes, this is by OC Remix. Music brought to you by OC Remix. Thank you, OC Remix. Whoa, 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 what did I press? Don't kill the stream, bro. Don't tase me, bro. So maybe we'll do a parallax at some point, but for now we're gonna do something simple like this. What parallaxes do I have in the project? I think I took them out, didn't I? Oh yeah, I added some from opengameart.org. Yeah, it was this one. For this is the one I used for the title. Let's just throw a parallax over this. See how it looks. I may be using parallax stretching from Yanfly, like it's in one of the engines. Let's start the player here. I want to see if this black is transparent or if it's black. And it is not transparent. Okay, so if I go like this would be transparent. Right. And it looks like it's not stretched here, but that's the engine. Let's actually open the game and look inside the game. Oh no, it doesn't. It doesn't actually stretch it out. It's a shame. I can do that manually. So if you encounter this problem, what would you do? Well, you'd stretch it out manually. You'll find your own resolution, 1104 by 624. Go to Photoshop. Let's open up the parallax. And I wanted to use this one, okay. And we go to image size, and we just change it by that. We go 1104 by 624, and then boom, we save this like that. Saving it, it's saved, and we hit OK. Hit OK, save our database, and probably go here and change this, and then change it back. We may need to change it like this, and then hit OK, and then go back into this so that it updates. If we reload it, it should work. Still not quite right in the editor, because I gave that one extra tile, didn't I? Remember, I looked at the resolution and then I added one, But let's look at in game. If you look in game, flawless. Flawless. And what we can do is region restriction. Where it's needed to be. And the player can go up to this. I mean, of course, I'll probably restrict them all the way from here, and then they can't walk up. That way we don't mess with the depth too much in it, because I don't want it to look funny. So I won't let the player walk up too much right there. She's flying! She's flying! Pixie dust and happy thoughts. She's flying! Let's do Yenfly's region restriction. And just go like this. Let's see how that does. She is a mage after all. It's weird how it chugs. Why does it chug? Boom. Boom. Ah, I see. It chugs because the screen is moving. Let's do 23 by 13. Exactly. Now it won't do that stop in the middle, like, boom. Yes. Very nice. I like it much better. And I can do a move event. I can just do a move event where she's walking across and then she looks up like that and she sees the... If I do a move event, I don't need to do any restrictions, right? I just, the player won't have control because it'll be an auto run. Let's do that. Let's initialize the game here. We'll cut this. Start screen. We'll paste this here. This is an auto run as well. This is our first initializer. It'll switch to this. Let me catch up. What are you guys saying here? Ren asks, should I stream when I work on my project this weekend? I'll be putting the final touches to a crafting system and the epic conclusion to the first chapter and demo. Absolutely. I would try to not show any story spoilers in the stream. But besides showing the story spoilers, or not showing them, absolutely, Ren. I would probably listen to you stream while I'm working on something. When I saw your gathering idea in this game, Drift, it helped me make my own. I'm liking it so far. The gathering system is like yours at base, but with RTS elements. Cool. Very nice. Do you know how to do quests with conditions to do them? Sure. Just, you know, use a variable to track the player's progression, and then on things, just check the variable for pages. You're going to have to learn how to use pages, remember, critical information on pages is it will always try to load the highest number page first. So example, when this game starts or when this map starts, it's going to try to load page 2 first. So you have to set up the conditions so that it cannot load page 2 until you're ready for it to load page 2. So we're saying the game starts and there's 2 pages, it's going to try to load page 2. It's going to say, is this event self-switch A on? Well, it's not from the default. So go to the next lowest number, or the next highest number actually. And then it'll say, well, what about this? We meet all the conditions for this page, so it's going to show this page. Once you understand that basic concept, making quests become a lot easier, because then you can set up conditions. And this works so that if you check a box, then it's going to have that on, or have the item, or have an actor in the party, in order for this page to even happen. And you could even further expand on it. You could say, well, there's 2 switches in a variable and self-switch, but I need more. I mean, very rarely will you, but if you do, you can also add conditional statements inside this contents. So you can say, well, when the self-switch A turns on, we can do another conditional branch that says, if this third switch is on, do this, and you can say else, otherwise do this. And so learn conditional statements and the order of events, and remember that it reads the highest number first unless the conditions dictate that it cannot play that page. Once you kind of understand that, it's really just like, keep trying, you're going to get it. And I could show an example of this too. Let's instead of just putting it all on this auto run, it'll work similar for me if I use the pages. So I'll make the auto run for this event happen on the second page, even though I could do it on the first page. When this plays at the beginning of the game, it's going to automatically run. And when you have an auto run, you always have to turn it off, right? Because it'll lock the game. So at the beginning of the game, this is going to auto run. It's going to control some items and switches and variables, and then at the very end, turn off or turn on self switch A, which will then meet a higher condition of this page. Every frame of the game it'll check. So the same frame that this switch turns on, it will do this unless there's a few things after it, in which it will be, it will take 1, 2, 3, 4, however many extra frames depending on how many actions has to happen after this, depending on weights and whatnot. But we'll do the self switch A, it'll go here, and then nothing will happen because the trigger is set to action button. So if we want this to do something after this happens automatically, we have to change the trigger. So we'll go here and we'll change this to auto run. Now that this is going to auto run, it'll lock up the game because there's nothing in this contents that stops it from being on this page. So it'll auto run this, switch to this page, and then auto run a blank contents, locking up the player. We don't want that. So in order to get around that, you could do multiple things. You could turn a variable and have a condition on the next page requiring that variable. You can use a switch, you can use a self switch, or you can use items or actors. I would like to see a depth plugin that scales the sprite based on Z. I mean, we could do that, Unpro. We might be able to do that with a script call, even. Hey Drift, do you know how to create... Okay, that's what I'm catching up here. Werewolf asked, are you going to use the story I sent you? If not, I don't know, Werewolf. The story is the last thing I do in the game. Like, I have a general idea, and then I specialize at the end for the story. I don't know for sure. We'll have to wait and see. I know that quest, but I don't know how to create conditions like only start the quest with certain character. Okay. Charizaniko, this is a tutorial for you real quick. How to start a quest if you only have that character. You would create an event, and the condition at the beginning of this, you can have the character, let's say it's Doc Weeze right here, and the condition for this quest is you have to have the right character. So you would do a conditional branch. You could say show text, like how's it going? Blah, 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 blah. And that's what he says. But we'll do a condition branch. We'll say, if the actor Edmund is in the party, then you can have whatever you want happen, right? So if Edmund is in the party, you may not even need an else branch. We'll say if Edmund is in the party, then anything inside this conditional branch will happen. So we can say, Edmund, I'm so happy, I'm so glad you made it. Please help us. You're our only hope. There you go. And what's going to happen is if we talk to this guy with anybody else besides Edmund or having Edmund in the party, he's just going to say, how's it going? So if we want to make sure that this character is in the party, you can do that. But you can also just select the box right here. If this actor is in the party, he'll show up. So if you want him to show up without, you want him to show up but not give the quest, you would do it this way. But if you want him to not even be there unless you have the actor, you would do it this way. Let me show this in game. So we have Mars, right? So if we load the game with Mars and we look at Doc, he'll say, how's it going? And that's it, right? That's all. Because we don't have Edmund in the party. But if we put Edmund in the party, now he's going to say something else. He's going to give us the entire dialogue. Boom. How's it going? I'm glad you made it. Please help us. You're our only hope. Right? Now he gives us the quest. Because Edmund's here. But if you want him to not even be there unless Edmund's in the party, you can have the actor condition select. Now, it's going to try to run this event, and it's going to say, can we run this event? Do we have Edmund in the party? No, Edmund's not in the party, so don't even put this event there. It's going to be invisible. Watch. I'm sure most people know this, but I mean, it really does a lot of help. Wait, it shouldn't be here. Why are you here? Oh, because Edmund's in the party. He's there. Edmund's in the party, so he's going to be there. Let's get rid of Edmund. Now he shouldn't even be there because Edmund's no longer in the party. There, he's gone. See that? Hopefully that helps you get started on making quests. Charizanico. Catch up on what other people are saying. You could have the item when used trigger. Common event shows text. Yep. I think I want it in the menu. You didn't notice Dockways? Yeah, if you guys want to be a character in the game, if I could make a character real quick and resize you real quick now that we have a method. If you want long hair specifically, it'll take me a second longer. I'll just make a new template, but Doc Wees, Devin Scott, who else is in the game? A lot of people. There's a lot of people in the game. Let's see. We've got Devin Scott. Hey, we got Devin Scott in the game. Eric Sanders, Erwin Tingson. KRSN 3. K-Mix Dash. Nas. Royal Crown Code. I guess not too many. Not a lot. More people needs to be in the game. No problem, Chari. I already have my character set though. Well, is it resized? If it's gonna look like, it's gotta like fit the theme. It's gonna look funny. You can send it to me. Send it to me over Discord. The Fluffy Crier, put me in. Just kidding, sorry. Are you kidding, or do you want to be in the game? I'll put you in the game. Easy. It'll be easy now because we've already done, thanks to Royal Crown Code, like the method to stretch out our sprites easy. Let's not start pestering Drifty for putting people in the game. Can I be an NPC that gives a useless piece of flavor text? Zyra? I'm not going to call you Zyra Hentai. I'll put you in as Zyra. Okay, so this was a kind of unneeded event there. We're not going to use that. Okay. We should do this auto run event first. The opening scene. That will probably change, and then I'll add a couple people. We'll add Fluffy, that Fluffy Crier, and Zyra. And Star Mage. Oh, you want to be Alex Siren? Okay. Path of the Stream. Pet, yeah, okay, we'll do that next. Let's do this auto run, and then we'll just go. We'll see if, yeah, I mean, because I'm going to need characters and NPC people. Like, I have to do this anyway, so I might as well name them after you guys. What we'll do is to show the turn order as well. We'll just make this an auto run. It'll switch to this auto run. At the end of this, it'll turn self switch B on, and then it'll have a new page where self switch B will be nothing. So once this runs, it'll go here, it'll run this, turn this on, it'll go here. At the beginning of the game, it'll try to run this page, right, Chari? It'll say, can we run page 3? No. Can we run page 2? No. Can we run page 1? Yes. In which case, it will go 2, 3. But on this page, we're going to do a move event. We'll start with Jinx. Maybe we'll start with Jinx. And Jinx, I don't have a move sprite for her, do I? Oh, maybe we'll fade out the screen and say, are you male or female? Sounds very, are you male or female? Like, we should say boy or girl, huh? Boy or girl. Sounds less formal. Let's fade out the screen. We'll do a fade out screen, and we will do a show text. Will be dim middle, and we'll say, "Are you a boy or girl?" We'll show a choice, and we'll say, "Boy, girl, mechanized battle toaster." And we will just start with the default, and there is no cancel, so we're going to disallow. We don't want them to press escape. Here's a question. Do volunteer NPCs have a role or just be a soulless husk? They have a role. Yeah, they have a role. You may become like a shop owner or like a specific thing. Like, for example, Devin asked early to be in the game, and what did I make him? The Tinkerer. Devin has a house, and he's the Tinkerer, and he's locked in the dungeon from the beginning. You have to rescue him. Okay, and when they say boy, then we're going to you know what we should do is cut this and do the fade out screen at the very beginning. Fade out the screen, and then at the end, whatever they say, we do a fade in screen. We can't forget that. Fade in screen at the end. So if they say boy, then we're going to add a party member. Change party member. Where's change party member? Here it is. I usually don't have that much trouble. We're going to add and initialize Edmund. We'll copy this, paste it for when you have when you choose girl, we're going to add and initialize Mars. And when you say mechanized battle toaster, I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to do something right here. For now, we'll just default to Edmund. But we also need a starting character, right? So this is how we'll start it. We'll change our starting lineup to have a blank character. So we'll say actor 5 is starting placeholder. We also need to disable the menu so the player doesn't press escape and then see starting placeholder. We don't want him to see that at all. So then we go to the system and we say starting placeholder as our character. And this will happen. We need to remove the starting placeholder as well. So change party member, starting placeholder remove on all instances. Maybe it should be after. So the party is never left with no party members and somehow result in game over? I don't know, maybe. That was some funky woodwind in the background, yeah. Maybe you're both paradox created. I demand default RTP Shining Crystal as the starting placeholder until you pick male, female. No. Okay, so that'll work for now. It fades in the screen, but then it's going to go to this page at the end of this. Actually, it'll do that at the start, so let's fix that. And it fades in the screen, but we were looking for something flashy, right? You guys wanted animations, sound effects, etc. for when you select your character. We can do that. Let's go to animations and create something. Let's pick something. Yeah, okay, that's great. This is a screen one. Copy this, paste it down. Let's change the pre-special to something like, I don't know, this. Let's change the Holy 5 to something else. To this, kind of like a rainbow explosion thing. Right, we'll have to get rid of some frames and change the sounds. Got some crazy organs going. This is all good, this is all good, this is all good. And then we have a bunch of frames that need to be not there. Like, as soon as it finishes, there. So 37, keep deleting those until it changes. That one changes. So then we got rid of 10 frames. Kind of looked weird at the end. We'll get rid of that last frame because I don't want it to do some sort of weird jumpiness. Very sinister. Yeah, okay. Let's change the sound effects. And while we're thinking about sound, this one's almost over, but it's just too sinister for me right now. I need something more chill. Metal, that's very chill. Nah, I like this. This is good. Slash unsubs. No! Don't do it, Red. I don't want to put in a default crystal. So this is how you make unique animations? Yeah, it's one way. It's a quick and easy way. You take a pattern and you change the images, you change the hue of those images, You change the sound effects, you call it something different, and that's a custom animation. This is going to be character select. Character selected. We may need to create some of our own custom sound effects. Should we add our own custom sound effects for this? For when we create a character? I have to look around the room and find something that will be really cool. Okay, let's see. I'll get the files when I get to that part. Sound effects. Something cool for sound effects. What do I have over here? What is this thing? Nice. Here comes more drifty grunts. Yeah. This song is awesome. I don't want to stop in this song. Let's do another animation. And we're gonna do some custom sound effects. Okay, maybe we'll change the wind. Man, it's hard to do sound effects when you're listening to metal. Let's go back to editing the event for a minute. We're making a call. This is character starting position. Here's the event. So let's play an animation when they select boy or girl. Show animation on the player? Sure. Set to screen anyway. Char selected. Wait for completion. We're gonna play it no matter what they pick. Technically, we could just do it once. That's bad design. Let's do it at the end, right? Let's delete this, delete this, delete this, and we're gonna play it at the end, because no matter what they pick, it's gonna move down, and then it'll play an animation. That's better design. Use only your voice challenge? Are we... okay. Everyone say I to make Drifty put in default save crystal. Why do you want that? I don't understand. That's just gonna be so not good. I'm trying to stay off that bingo sheet. You guys know what bingo sheet I'm talking about? Where's that default bingo sheet? Oh god. 111 seconds ago. Here's the bingo sheet. You know, I'm trying to stay off that. If I put that, I'm gonna land right in the center, even though I already have actually landed right in the center. There's some RTP in there. It's almost unavoidable. Most projects will hit this one. My last game that I released 2 years ago almost goes right across this line. So I get bingo and Legend of Driftwood. But I mean, come on. What? The only things that this project has hit so far is crafting system, I think, and some of this. Yeah. Yeah, we don't want to hit bingo. We don't want to hit bingo with our project. Okay. Cool. Alright, we're gonna do sound effects right now. What are we gonna need, like 3? One for the beginning, one for that, and then at the end. 3 quick sound effects. Yeah. Pause that. Okay. Sound effects. I don't know if I'm going to do the Just Your Voice challenge. Maybe I could, but maybe I don't want to. No. Daily health check. Audacity. Okay, let's do this first. Maybe I need something to hit it with, like some clippers. Ooh, that's good. It sounds like a cowbell. I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell, baby. We'll have a spoon. Yeah. Ooh! There we go. We got 2 sound effects. Here we go. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Maybe that'll be a sound effect. What about? I think the first ones were the best ones. We'll just go with the first ones. All of these got to go by. The first ones. We'll get rid of the space in between. What do we got? Okay, cool. Boom clap. Let's do a limiter on it real quick. I don't want to spend too much time here. Normalize. And let's do something cool. Let's do echoes. I don't know, maybe. Did that do anything? I don't know. Compress it. Yes, do the compressor. Okay, what about a wah-wah? No, I don't like it. Gets rid of too much. Let's do, oh, let's reverse it. Okay, and then we'll do a Paul stretch. Here we go. We'll do that again. And we'll fade out the end. Interesting. Now we'll normalize this. Oh, it won't do anything really too much. Let's limit this and normalize it. I think this will be the first one. Yep. Interesting. Okay. Let's export that. This is going to go into RPG Maker MV Natural Explorers Audio SE, and we're going to call this one DG underscore char select SE1 01, because I don't know what else to call it. Super creative right now. Okay, let's close this one and let's do another one. Or you know what we could do? We can take this same thing, reverse it, and reverse it. Yeah. And then we'll do something else to it, like put like a RIAA rumble or something. And then we'll normalize that. And put some EQ to that, or we just did that. Let's do telephone, walkie-talkie, something, and then normalize this. It'll sound weird. We're trying to make it sound different than the last one. Limit that. It sounds very like it's in a tunnel. So you know what we do is we make it sound more like it's in a tunnel by putting some reverb on it, and then we normalize that. So we got one down. That is going to be our number 2. This is in the same folder. Character select SE02. And then we'll do one with our voice. Drifty likes Missy Elliott. Yeah, sure, why not? I wonder where she's at. I was listening to her protege, Sharia J or something. Let's see, let's do, I don't know what I'm doing, let's see, a sound effect for when you're going to have that charge up sound effect, and then there's going to be like a fade out, and then it reverses, and then there needs to be like a, right? Something like, you selected a character. I don't know. Okay, let's just do that. Let's zoom in a bit. rid of some of that extra. And we'll do a ball stretch on it to make it longer. No, I don't like how that did that. Let's... There needs to be something more. I'm going to scrap that. Okay. No, don't save it. Something else. Wah. That's too annoying. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. Shield your ears. Shield your ears. Wow. Okay. That was still annoying. Whatever. Whatever. I'm going to doctor it up. We're going to doctor it up. Let's limit this. And then we're going to put a compressor on it. Limit it again. Normalize it. To get both channels very close to the same. And then we're going to reverse it, because that makes it sound less human. Wow. I don't even know what to say. Yeah, perfect. This is... Wow. We'll do the wah-wah on this, because it could afford to lose some. Wow. That sounds weird as all. Undo the phaser too. Sounds like a cat. Now, kitty. Tremolo. What is that going to do to it? Like a fake vibrato. Okay, I'll go with that. We need to amplify it to 100 dB. No. It's abruptly cut off. Did we already reverse it? I can't even tell. Can't even tell. It sounds so weird. Tremolo, again, and a vocoder, both channels. Okay, it lost that hugely annoying factor. I'm going to go with that. Let's limit, and then normalize. Add some extra reverb, and then give it a... Hey, I kind of like that now. I like that. A chorus. How do you do chorus on Audacity? That's the thing. It's hard to get. I don't see really chorus. I was looking for that the other day. I'm like, are you kidding me? How does something like this not have chorus? I'm obviously missing it, but I don't see it. We can change the pitch, we can change the speed. Let's change the pitch a little bit and make it a little bit higher. Ah, my ears! Every dog just jumped. That sounds kind of cool. Let's make it lower instead of higher. Change the pitch. This is on, we're jumping octaves there. We don't want to jump octaves. We're going to go maybe an octave lower. Oh, that sounds... Ooh, I kind of like that. Let's do that. Export audio. DG. Character select audio 3. Ooh. Wow. Okay. We've got our audio. Now we're going to switch them up. I may have to reload this thing. No, I don't. It's there. And we can change the pitch further in here as well, which is nice. Very nice of the MV engine to allow that. So we're going to do that. Change this one. That can stay. No, actually we're going to delete this part of it. Frame 10. No, it needs to be something in the middle. This is where we're going to put the sound effect 2. Sound effect 2. Okay. And, you know, we got to get rid of the screen. Screen flash does not need to be there. I don't like screen flashes. I'll just turn off the flashes. We're going to get rid of... No, we'll change this one to sound effect 3. We'll raise it a little bit higher. That's a good one. It kind of sounds like a lightsaber a little bit. Get rid of this, get rid of this. We don't need these 4 target flashes. How many frames do we actually have? So we're starting, and then this is going to be the last sound effect. 22, we're going to change this one to go on 22. We're going to be moving these around, I have a feeling, and then that's it. Oh! Can you guys hear that? I don't know if the volume is set up right. Natural Explorers, this probably needs to be higher. So I want you guys to be able to hear this. Check it out. We made all of those sound effects. Okay, that's our character select sound effect. Got him. Got him. Alright, sorry about that. We're going to go right back to the music. Next song, please. Yes. We did our audio editing for the day. We done did it. I need to go here so I can see. I may have missed some of the chat. I'm going to just... I was trying to do that quick because I don't want that to be too much. It can be very time consuming doing that. Do I have kid generation parts? Maybe creepy faces? No, I don't. I don't have any custom generator parts. I haven't tried to do that yet because I wasn't really using the generator. I wasn't planning on using the generator a lot. But now that we have a way to stretch and de-big their heads, de-chibify our sprites, I'm going to use it a lot more. So I should probably look into getting more generator parts since I can use it now. It's a good idea. Thank you for suggesting that. Bonus points to the bingo player that uses music with lyrics and copyrighted music. Please don't do that. If you put copyright music and I do a first impressions, the live chat will, when the video gets inevitably claimed, the live chat is disabled. So nobody can see what everyone's saying. And so that sucks for you if you want to see what everyone's saying about your game. Sounds like a toilet pipe flushing under floorboards or a water heater gone crazy. RIP headphone users. Top class wow there. I'm not sure what that was referring to because I need to pay more attention to you guys on 50 making funny sounds again. Yeah. Phoenix Sylph, thanks for stopping by the stream. Sugar Zoo, how do you do? You copy it at one pitch and then, yeah, that's a good way to do it, Ren. To simulate chorus in Audacity, you can put it on another track, double it, and then change the pitch of one slightly. That's like a few hertz. That'll do a chorus, absolutely. So proud of himself of completely modding his hideous sound. It was pretty bad to start with. I'm happy with the way it turned out. For your A sprite of the day, may I recommend a crown? Oh, I need to do that too. Right. We got to do some A spriting to just a little bit every day. Just random, even if you don't use it in your game, you get better at it. Recommend a crown. Sure. You can link me one. Okay, let's do this quickly. Let's get a template for a crown. Something with a lot of golds in it, maybe. This one, maybe. I don't know about that. Something with some gold-looking colors. Bronze, silver. This one, Edge 32, okay. Yeah, let's go with this one. I can use this, I can use this or this for silver. No, this for silver. So I've got like a bronze, a gold, and a silver. And then some gems, first for rubies. Welcome back, Craig. You missed the amazing audacity part. Now we're doing our ace spread of the day, where I've been tasked to draw a crown. What is cooler, a tiny phoenix or a phoenix water fairy? Royals, baby. Does that look like a crown? Oh my gosh, I don't even know. Paint it, bucket. Yes, very buckety. Very bucket heady. You guys ever listen to Buckethead? I used to listen to Buckethead. We'll give it like some different colors. Should we outline it? Yeah, we need to outline it with a brighter color. Let's give it a rough outline. I'm probably pixel arting very wrong. Isn't there some rule where you're not supposed to use like this going on right here? Probably. Let's go back and fix that. This is cool. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream, Phoenix. Alright, let's go with a ruby or something at the... It's got like a ruby. And we can even give it like a flash of different color. So it looks more like a... Yeah, that's cool. We can do like sapphires on this. And then go with like a dark spot right there. And maybe like silver or platinum or something. Wait. Silver or platinum lining. I feel like the silver should be on the outside and the gold should be on the inside, more like this. And then I take this color for the insides. No, what am I doing? There we go. No, it's all sloppy. Let's go back a little bit. Here, 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 these two, this line, and this line, but not the center. I like that a little bit better, yeah. Do, 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 do. And we can do like a gem encrusted. Emeralds are very expensive, right? Let's do it. Emeralds. And then a giant ruby at the top, and the big emerald will be right here. I think these should also be penned in with gold. Yeah. And there needs to be some change of color, or like, I don't know what, something else. Like maybe a reflection or something. Like I need another color or something. But you're like, well, what is the orange? I don't know. It's like shadowing or something. This is not shadows. What am I doing? It's missing something, right? Put an amethyst above the emerald and below. Okay. Amethyst is actually my birthstone. If you were born in February, most likely your birthstone is amethyst. So let's go here. If you didn't know that, now you do. Let's see. Should I reverse those and have the dark color on the outside and then the bright color on the inside? I think so. Let's reverse these. I'll use the fill tool, paint bucket, and paint bucket the outside, this dark color, and then just fill the inside with the brighter color. And then some more gold lining. Yeah, that's what it needs. Just some gold lining, like lighter gold. Like texture, that's what I'm thinking of. It needs like some more texture. Alright, there's our Ace Bright crown. What am I missing? let's export this as a sprite sheet. But let's also save this as... Wait, did I just save it as a dumb name? Yes. Let's save this as DG underscore crown 01. And we'll put this... we'll just save it in the A sprite. Crown 01 as an individual picture, and we'll also put it on a sheet. I don't know what for, but I usually do this for whatever reason. DG underscore crown sheet 01. Export. Alright, let's take that A sprite image and put it in our game. Both of them. Oh, I saved it as an A sprite. Let's save this as a PNG, a single PNG. Matter of fact, we can delete all of these frames. Except for one. No. Maybe I can do this. Yeah, that's better. And we'll just save this as a single PNG. I'm going to put it in the doodads folder, that's why. DG Crown 01 doodad. Okay, and we've got those. Let's take the doodad and the sheet, and we'll copy these and put them over into our games folder. IMG characters. I'll paste them both here for now, and I'll take the doodad one, cut it, and go into doodads DG and paste it here. Now we have a crown doodad that we can place anywhere, which we'll probably use more than the character sheet doodad. Maybe once you achieve all the goals, you become king or queen. Slay. Music is so fitting. Usually I don't like lyrics and I'd skip it, but something about that one was nice. I was like, yeah, that's good. That's good. We'll leave it. Yeah, maybe you make so much money that you raise your own kingdom flag. It'd be cool to let the player design their own flag in game. Like in Starbound, there's a way to design your own like banners, and you can make your own signs, and they even animate. It'd be cool if there was a plugin that let you create like a banner or an animated banner or a flag, like you said, and then let you place it at whatever specific point, like in game. It'd be kind of cool. Like, so you can mark your territory, or you can mark houses with your banners, or even if it's specific, you may have to event and use a plugin. Use a plugin, but then event it in a specific way. But it's an interesting idea. Okay, what was I doing? I was making the intro scene, right? You select your character, and then the screen fades in, but we need to transfer the player. We're going to make this more elaborate, of course. What I plan to do is get a walking sprite or something of the Pixie, of Jinx, and she'll come right here, and she'll walk up to this lighthouse, and then it'll change the map to a scene in the lighthouse, and then it'll zoom in to what she's looking at, and in the lighthouse, it'll ask you, are you a boy or a girl? And then if you say boy, then it zooms in on the scene with Edmund walking around. If you say girl, it zooms into a scene with Mars walking around, but it could be the same scene. Just to toggle a switch to see which character is shown. And then once it moves in, before they say anything, I don't think I'll make the protagonist say anything, but it'll automatically let the player name the character. So we're going to do that for now by just simplifying the whole process. Nice Godspeed just super chatted $10. That's so awesome. Wow. You didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's very, very cool. That's my first super chat. That's the first time somebody's gave me money on super chat. Really, really appreciate that. what we're going to do is, fantastic. For now, we're going to simplify the process, and we're going to just let the player pick their name when they pick the boy or girl, or mechanized battle toaster. So I have some code, because I'm using a plugin for naming the town, and it's a plugin command. So we're going to do the same plugin command, except for text input 2, we're going to do text input the number of the character. So we'll copy this little plugin command. This is actually a plugin from Dread. And there are several other mainstream coders who are doing this sort of thing, but this one works. It has bugs, but I'm using it for now until I find something better, or I need something better. If I find a problem where it crashes the game, which it might, then I'll switch it out. Until then, I'm going to be referencing Dread in the credits. Go back to our start screen, and right here we're going to do plugin command, text input the number of the character, or the actor number, and then the number of characters we want to allow. We want to use 1 for Edmund and 4 for Mars. So if they say boy, we're going to use 1. And if they say Mars or girl, then we're going to say 4. And if they say mechanized battle toaster, then since we've defaulted to Edmund, well, it'd be funny if we made a battle toaster and that you can play as a battle toaster. It wouldn't make any sense in the game whatsoever. Doesn't have to. It doesn't have to. We're going to leave it as 1 for now. But then it should show the animation with our custom sound effects, the 3 customs we made, fade in the screen, and then turn to this, which is an action button. But we need to do a transfer event as well. So we fade in the screen, we transfer event, and then fade in the screen. So let's do a transfer player to, I guess the world map for now? Or no, let's start in our house. We'll start here. And face down, fade to white. Maybe we should do we'll see how it looks when we do fade to white and then fade in screen after that. And we need to test this, it could go wrong. But we're starting as an invisible character, right? So let's take a look at the game now. We have a basic starting system. Yeah, the fade out doesn't need to be here, does it? Nah, we don't need the fade out. What we can replace the fade out with is a transparency. We will set our transparency at the top. So we'll say change transparency on before they select their character, and then we do the actor switching. We're removing and placing a new actor in, and then after they select it, it shows the animation, and then transparency comes off, and then it transfers. And we'll put the starting position up right here, maybe. It won't matter because the player won't be able to move. It will be stuck in an auto run. So let's try it now. Are you a boy or a girl? We'll say boy, Edmund. Or we can put Edmund. I like that, but the position, or when the transparency comes off. Let's turn the transparency off, and then you don't see Edmund Which actually would be better if it fit the center of the screen. But you won't see it anyway. It'll transfer. Okay, here's another thing to note. Sometimes this doesn't work right when you transfer the player and then do things, but it's supposed to. Most of the time it will. So you transfer the player, even though it switches maps, it should finish running this auto run event. So it should turn the transparency on and flip the switch. So let's try that. The Mecha Battle Toaster could be a forgotten relic that is exploring to find out more about itself. Are you a boy or a girl? We'll say girl this time. Mars Mazaras. And we're Mars. And we're Mazaras. Let's hit F5. And let's say, oops, yeah. Edmondson 919JQ. Wow. And we're Edmondson 999Q. I need to test something. I need to test if we put in a lot of characters, will it mess it up? Hey, look at that, it resizes. Edmund DVO0-03KV039. Ah, but it does erase. We can do a dirty fix. You know how we do a dirty fix? We add a space to the title here, or the nickname. So we'll Alt F4 that. Oh shit. Let's close this way then. I don't like to Alt F4 while I'm streaming. End up closing the wrong thing. Let's do the dirty fix. We're gonna go to the classes, nope, yes, explore, and we're gonna add a couple of spaces at the beginning to accommodate for extra large names. Let's see if it truncates that or not. That's a dirty fix. Girl. We are Mars. See how we fixed it? No, I don't know how we did that, really. Just like, hey, it fits. No one will even care or notice, but whatever, up to 16 characters, I guess. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. It's supposed to limit to 16 characters, but it's not. It's making 22 characters. So this is a bug in the typing, using the keyboard to type the name plugin, Dreadwings plugin. But that's fine. It seems to be working fine. I mean, besides limiting, like if you want them so that they can't have 16 characters, we got around that. We got around that by adding a couple spaces to the class. Wow, what is this? I pressed F4, F5, F4. F5. I'm going to keep an eye out for any bugs related to this, because it's supposed to limit to 16. So if I change map with this name, do I have any problems? Oh, I didn't show you guys, did I? I did a tutorial yesterday, and I made a piano playing. It's not really a mini game, it's just like a... I guess it is a mini game. I mean, it's just like you get an octave on the piano. This is awesome track from OC Remix, but I'm going to pause it for a second. So I've got this little piano mini game, and you press A, S, D, F, and all these to play notes on a piano, and you press escape to quit. You say no, you walk down. I made a tutorial for it. It was the last video I posted, so you guys can check that out if you want to see how I did this. I'll go over it quickly, but it's cool. You can like play the piano. You can actually walk up to the piano and just play it. So let's play some piano. Hold up. You're limited to 1 octave here. You can do a whole tone scale. Nope. Whole tone. Wait, that was a Final Fantasy. We need more than an octave, though. Maybe I'll add another row of keys or something. But anyway, sorry about my terrible noises that I do from time to time. Anyway, you press escape, it goes to the menu, and that's how you get out of the thing. I'll go over it real quick if you're interested in doing that. There's a video on it that explains it like in full detail. But I'm basically just using common events. So I'm just going right here and showing, I'm making a common event for every button press. So if I press A, then I'm going to be playing this A note, which is, there's a condition that is, if there's a switch that's on, I explained it much better in the video. If there's a switch on, then it will play a sound effect, and you use the event inside the house to determine if the switch turns on or off. Player's house, right here. So when you come up and you say, yeah, this is where the switch turns on, this also locks the players facing, so they can't like move around, but they're not stuck in an auto run. It also brings up these invisible same as character events so that the player can't walk around while this is active. They're sort of locked at the piano until they press escape. And this is how I did the condition that removes them. I've got a parallel process because you need to be checking every frame of the game to see when they press escape. And so once they're playing the piano, if at any time they press escape using a condition on built-in function, press the cancel button, then turn off the player's directional fix and turn off the switch, which will make it so they can face any direction now, and also removes the blocks that stops them from moving around. So it gives the player control again, and you just need the Analyze button common events plugin for that, which is right here. And you just bind whatever keys you want the player to be pressing. I went from like the whole middle row to be each. And you could, another way you can do this is you can skip the like chromatic scale. You don't need to have 13 tones for 1 octave. You can just like say, make it so that they can only play notes that are in the key of A minor, like all the white keys. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then A. And that's, that gets you 8, so you have more buttons to, and no matter what the player press, they're going to be in the key of A minor. Or you can, transpose that into whatever keys you want, actually. So the player can play the piano and only be in 1 key, but it'll all sound good to eliminate the dissonance. I went with chromatic just to give you 1 octave to play around with melodies. I thought it was pretty cool. It was inspired by that puzzle game we played not too long ago. What was it called? The First Impressions I did not too long ago. Really, really cool puzzle game. Like a horror puzzle game. I feel bad I can't remember the name. Hold on. Horror Veil. It was inspired by Horror Veil, where you have to talk to the birds as a puzzle, where there's like 5 or 6 birds, and you have to go back and forth, and it plays a melody. It's like bum 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 or something like that, and you have to talk to all of the birds, and they all have the same note, or the same sound effect, but at different pitches. And it was a little audio puzzle. I was like, that's so cool. I want to do something audio related in my game too. And I was like, well, we have a piano here. It's a missed opportunity if we don't do something with it. So I'm like, I don't know how to make a game. I don't know if I mean, I could figure it out, but I didn't have any games in mind. I'm like, well, what if I just make it so the player can freely play the piano? I was like, how do I do that? So I started looking for free sound effects, and then I'm like, what if I just make my own? And I show you in the video, the tutorial, how to do that. So yeah, let's go ahead and go back to some music here. Yeah. Sweet piano playing. Thank you, Unpro. It's the best I could do with 1 octave. Play to Xanarchy. Yeah, that's exactly what I did, Rin. I just used keybinds to play a note based on the key if a switch is on, and lock the player while the switch is on. Very simple. Very, very basic. Skynet is everywhere. What is next after RPG Maker MV? I don't know. MV Ace? Are they going to do another version? I hope that if they do put out another version, eventually it's inevitable they're going to, that they include all of the add-on plugins, right? Like the SACON event thing, the visual novel button thing, the tile set creator. For one, they're not that amazing, okay? They're not that great that they would be standalone. You have to pay $20, $30, $40 for them. They're not that great. They are good, and they should be built into the engine. But I understand they got to make money, and I totally respect that. But if they put out a new version of RPG Maker, they should most definitely include all of their generators and to make it one huge package to make it worth investing another $80. Yeah, I agree, Unpro. They're cool tools, right? They're okay, but I don't know. I don't think the price justifies the, the purchase. In my opinion, some people may find them very useful, so that's just my opinion. But going into a new version or rendition of RPG Maker, they should definitely include as much as they can in auto generation. All of those old tools should be built into the new one. I don't know if they're able to do that, like, because who's got what license, but they should. Yeah. Alright, we got a few minutes left. We did some cool stuff today. We did a starting system, a very rough, basic starting system, where the player can pick male or female or battle toaster and become custom in that they can name their character. So that's cool. And it's not super long or blown out of proportion. We resized some images. We resized the... we got this piece of art from opengameart.org. It's a good spot you can go, but make sure whatever you use is CC0, 1, 2, or 3, and if there's attribution, you credit them. Did you say battle toaster? We don't have a sprite for it yet, but it's a thought right now. MV exports to mobile works. It kind of does. I mean, not really. But you can make it if you are okay with like your game being 100 megabytes in size or smaller, and it's very limited. For one, Android still doesn't, as far as I know, work with mvs.ogg files, so every one of your audio files has to be .mp4. So if you have any audio that's .ogg, it won't run on Android at all. Or HTML5 probably works because OGG, MP4 and OGG works with HTML, no problem. But on the Android, no. OGG still doesn't work, I don't know why. And it sucks because MP4 is a much larger file size and you want small file size. It's just, I don't know what they were thinking. They really did try to sell it's the mobile version, MV, right? Mobile version of RPG Maker, and that did make a lot of sales. But if you look at the help file, it's pretty lackluster. And there was a good YouTuber, Thomas Fan. He did a tutorial on how to get it on MV. There was a lot of them. They were mostly bogus. But he had something called Tom's Pathomizer. And that worked to set up your pathings. It was a big mess. Like, if you've ever tried to put your MV game on Android, you know what I'm talking about. It's a giant cluster of trying to get things pathed right, your APKs set up correctly. And I managed to put one game, the early version of Legend of Driftwood, on Android, and it crashed after crash after crash after crash. Background music crashed. And then you have to go through a huge process of getting it rebuilt and then put back on Android and uploaded. And then you run it again, and it crashes because one sound effect, the one OGG you're still using as sound effect. You really have to strip out all the OGGs and then go through your project and make sure that everything's using .m4a. And other things too, other plugin incompatibilities. It's a mess. It's really a mess. If they do another version of RPG Maker, they need to straighten that out for sure. Make that more user-friendly, and it will sell like hotcakes because word of mouth will be like, look at all these new games on Android. And look at all these new games on mobile. It will really blow up. You know what? It's on Switch now. They're doing it right, because RPG Maker on Switch is just going to be like, boom, so big, so big. So they know what they're doing. They're getting on Switch is huge right now. If you can get your game on Switch, you made it. Most likely, unless it's a really terrible game. And how did you make it on Switch with a terrible game? I don't know. Yeah, if you can get your game on Switch, you're doing something right. So they're doing some things right for sure. But they definitely messed up 3 years ago with how they set up the MV moving to Android without giving the tools to deploy it correctly. This should be as simple as deploy, and then it packs an APK, and it makes sure that all the audio files are readable, and if they're OGG, they're converted to M4A or whatever other system file that Android uses for audio that is a low size. And M4A is a big file size, so it doesn't, I don't know. I'm going on a rant now, but I think other people who have tried to put their RPG Maker game, MV game on Android knows what I'm talking about. I have SRPG Studio. Yeah, it's great. It's a little hard to use. It's kind of, I flounder around in SRPG Studio. I'm still trying to learn it. I don't have a Switch either. I still use my 3DS though, my XL 3DS. I don't know if I'll get a Switch. Maybe eventually. I'll need a lot more super chats if I'm gonna get a Switch, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I could get one, but I wouldn't justify it. Anyway, I didn't get a PS4 either. I did have a PS3 and a 360, but I didn't use them very much. You know what I use my PS3 for? Blu-ray player. It's a great Blu-ray player. What do you think of RPG Maker Fez? You have a lot of fun on it. I don't use it. I don't have RPG Maker Fez. I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it's great. That's gonna do it for the stream, guys and girls. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for the super chat. It was very, very awesome of you to do that. Nice Godspeed 1. You're awesome. All of you guys are awesome for coming to the stream and hanging out. If you want to keep hanging out with us, you know, the stream's going to be going offline, but we're still doing stuff. Everybody is still working. Come and hang out on the Discord server. You can promote your stuff. It's cool to come in and be like, hey, come check out my video. I'm going to be live streaming. Or come look at my art. Go to my page. Download my demo. It's really totally acceptable for you to come in here and try to advertise for yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. To come into self-promo and put it right here. Obviously, don't put it in every channel. That would be kind of rude. But there's a channel specifically for that. Join the server. Links in the description below. The Discord is a really, really cool place with a lot of helpful, talented individuals. And as soon as you join, as soon as I see you, you become member. And then once you become member, your name turns blue, and you're able to post links and post. You can post links immediately. Actually, you'll be able to post pictures and stuff like that. If you have funny jokes, haha, put them in Driftwood Comedy. If you want to, like, tell people about your personality, there's a Driftwood dating channel, which is sort of a meme right now, but people do personality tests and then post the results in there. If you have something interesting you want to share with people, we have a channel for that, like just random interesting things. If you find educational content and you want to spread, like, hey, awareness for this, like, check this thing out, you want to know how to do this, you can put that and learn something new. Like, you can get Photoshop CS2 for free right here. It says Royal Crown Code. Bada boom. Yeah. If you have a cool song you want to, or a playlist you want to share with people, you can put it in here. If you're into gardening, I'm a gardener. I like to grow my own stuff. I'm going to be making a video on the peppers because it's going to be super cold now. I think it's going to be 40 tonight, which they'll survive, but they're not going to like it. So I'm going to take them downstairs and they're going to go. I'm going to overwinter my peppers, so I'm going to take a video. It's raining right now, so I don't know when I'm going to do that, but if it stops raining, I'm going to do a video of my peppers, and then I'm going to take them downstairs. But if you grow stuff, you know, take pictures of it, you want to show what you're doing in your garden, there's a channel specifically for that. This is where I post all the official content, like my tutorials, and Like if you want to see what the Driftwood Gaming YouTube channel is up to, all official content goes here, right under the self-promo where you guys can advertise your stuff too. If you want to show off what you've completed, the art museum is there to show artwork that you've been working on. If you're a programmer or a coder, we have the code dump where you can show the things you're coding and you're working on. If you're a live streamer, let me know in a Discord chat. I'll award you a role, and also your name will become purple. You'll appear in a live streamer, and your channel will be permanently advertised on the live stream thing right here, so people can know all of the live streamers on the Discord. Same thing for a YouTuber. If you're a YouTuber, let me know. I'll give you the red name, and you'll also have a link so people can see that you're on the server, you're a YouTuber. It means you probably do related content that people are on the server are interested in, so you can also advertise that way. Just send me a text in Discord. And yeah, if you have other things specific to game engines, they're here. If you have a tool, a cool dev tool that's not listed in these engines, just put it here. If you find a cool like a manual for some operating system or whatever, a PDF file, link it in here. I think I've hosted, or I linked a C# 700-page file for the entire manual for C#, but you can put stuff like that in there. Any gaming news we'll put right here. If something is very, very cheap, like Darkest Dungeon, awesome game. It's 70% off right now, or it was as of last Tuesday. It might still be. So that's an amazing game for that price even. So I post news on if there's a GOG sale or a Humble Bundle, I'll post those right here. Or if something in the gaming industry breaks, breaking news, I'll put it there. Any donations that you make to the channel that are specifically not otherwise known, if you would like, they will be put here. If you want to donate and you don't want to be in the Wall of Heroes, that's perfectly fine. But I think I'll go with this too, any super chats I receive, because I don't receive too many. So I'll also put these in here. Big thanks to Nice Good Speed 1 for the $10 super chat. Awesome. And this is more about me, the channels that I've done, more ways to see, my Twitter. I have a Twitter, Driftwood Gaming. I stream on Twitch very rarely. I haven't streamed on Twitch for a long time. I'm at Driftwood Gaming on Twitch, twitch.tv/DriftwoodGaming. You could follow me there, but I'm going to be mostly live streaming on YouTube. And if you want to play with the Tatsumaki bot, there's lots of functionality. We have a bot. Patreon channel is here for if you're a Patreon. If you back me on Patreon, I need to plug this. Please consider doing so, and if you do back me, even for a single month, even for $1, you will be a permanent Patreon backer on the Discord, and you get the roles to add everybody. Please don't abuse that. And a few other minor things that is not anything too great, but it's definitely really cool for me. And if you are interested in the Patreon perks themselves, besides the Discord role, I offer different perks for that, like help with your project, video, voice chat. I can advertise your game, promo your game, first impressions your game for a certain tier, the $20 a month tier or higher. I can do first impressions. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a live stream on one of the Patreon backers' first impression videos. So stay tuned tomorrow. We'll be working on our project. If we finish the first impressions within the 2 hours, we'll jump into the project. But we're going to start with the live first impressions tomorrow. And yeah, if you're interested in that, there are rewards available. You can check them out at patreon.com/driftwoodgaming. But man, I think that's as much plugging as I can do today. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Remember to stay awesome. You guys are sweet. Have a great day, everybody. I hope you have a very productive day and you get a lot done on your projects. And if not, remember sometimes we need to take breaks too, and that's perfectly understandable. Hopefully, watching other people work on their projects will bring you some inspiration and help you to get the next step done on your project. Bubbly Oasis, Pukachi, Nice Good Speed 1, Ren Phoenix, Heartless Angel, Wasif, Tease Jams, hey baby, Royal Crown Code, Silver Starlight, Draconis, Star Mage, Unpro Pro, Ren Phoenix, Gibbon, and more. Path of the Stream. I'm scrolling up. Doc Wheeze. Other people. Silver Starlight. Phoenix Sylph. Cameral Zamin. K. Zamin. Chari Zaniko. Chari Zaniko. Everybody who joined this stream, thank you so much for joining. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We stream every Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to noon Eastern Standard Time, unless like a dentist appointment or a doctor's appointment or something dictates that I cannot. So thank you guys so much for coming to the stream. We're going to cut it off right there. I did forget one thing. I got to make characters of everybody who wanted to be in the game. So I guess I could start doing that. So I guess I could do that real quick. No character edition for today. Ow! So much to do, so little time. So little time. Okay, let's get some characters here real quick. Let's change the clothing maybe. Something like this. Change the rear hair to maybe this. The front hair. There we go. Wasif sent his. Okay. So this will be... Who else was it? Let's see. I know Star Mage wants to be a character. We could do Star Mage. I've seen the way you look, Star Mage, so I'll try my best to make a good avatar of you. I forgot who else wants to be. There were some people's. Bubbly Oasis, wasn't it? It was also Zyra. I'm gonna make this Draconis. I don't know if he already left. Draconis Knight. This is you. Export. Draconis Knight. Spell it right? Yeah. Export. Oh, I should copy paste it. Draconis Knight. Shift and left button, copy, Control C, save that. We're going to do damage character, import Draconis Knight, and then put the damage character right there. Export this as the same name, sorry for the sound effect. Yep, overwrite that. Save the battler, Draconis Knight. There we go, save the settings for Draconis Knight. Alright, that's one. See you tomorrow, Royal. So I don't have to make Wasif's because he sent me his. Heartless is going to send me hers. Same size like mine, okay. Doc Weeze wants his character to have brown skin and black hair. Let's load Doc Weeze, because I already have made Doc Weeze. I just randomly picked one. Let's edit. Brown skin and black hair. Okay. There we go. And we will save the settings for Doc Wheeze as such, overriding that. And we will face image, export this as Doc Wheeze, overriding the other one. Yes. Walk character, we will export this as Doc Wheeze. Overriding the other one. Let's just copy this name, yep. And damage character, we will import Doc Wheeze and put this right here and export this, overriding it again, yep. The battler for Doc Wheeze, export this. It's Doc Wheeze, overriding it, bang, and I'll re-stretch it out. Okay. Bubbly Oasis is next. Let's do Bubbly. Bubbly Oasis, let me see you. Female, right? And looks like you have blue eyes and brown hair. Okay, so let's go female. No problem, Doc. This is gonna be you. We're gonna change your eyes a little bit. Right there. Right there, big eyes, bubbly. That's a good color. Let's change your hair. Probably a little bit longer hair, right? Let me see. Kind of have that split bangs look. The rear hair will go like this. Hold up, let's try some. What do you think of that? Okay, and then like more of a brown color hair. There it is. That's you. Bubbly Oasis. What do you think? You got long elven ears, is that okay? and magenta earrings. You like it? Good. Okay, this is Bubbly Oasis. And we're gonna stretch out the walk and battler sprites. Alright, who's next? I'll do the stretching after the live stream. Or it's kind of fast, maybe we'll do it at the end. I do need to end the stream soon. Star Mage, let's do Star Mage. Okay, Star Mage. We're gonna go with do you want that blue colored hair? I can give you the blue hair. I mean, you have like kind of like me, darker colored hair, but then you have it like bleach blonde a little bit. But then you have it blue in your avatar. What do you want, Star Mage? Blonde, dark brown, or blue hair? I'm just gonna assume blue unless you say blue hair. Okay, that's what I thought. Blue. You're my boy, Blue. There you go. Look at that. That was an auto-generated one. We're just gonna get rid of the wings. You're gonna even have, look, you even have the mage armor, like, or the mage robe type thing. Sick. Sick. The generator knew. The generator could tell what was coming. We're gonna get rid of the wings though. Kinda doesn't fit my lore. Is that hair okay? Like, it just like did that all on its own. All I did was got rid of the wings. What about the eye color? It's kind of like it's pink, which kind of looks red though. You like the eyes? I think we gotta move on though. Let's see. We can go with blue. Wait, that's wings. Hold up. Eyes. Yeah, it's selecting red, that's why. Let's move and check some blue eyes. Cool hair and eyes. Okay, the red eyes actually do fit your armor, your mage gear. Okay, that's Star Mage. Let's export Star Mage. I like your game, by the way, Star Mage. The Fifth Element is a classic, one of my favorite movies. It's terrible, right? It's a terrible movie, but I love it. It's one of those terrible movies that you just love. And your game reminded me a lot of it. So because of that, and other reasons, I really liked it. I'm gonna overwrite that. Sorry for the sound effect. There's Star Mage. Cool, who's next? Wasif sent me his, Heartless sent me hers. No problem, Star Mage. Song name, please. This is OC Remix. You type in OC Remix $1859. This is the song. I'm not sure what the last one was. It's a Final Fantasy 9 remix. There's a lot of good ones in here. There's some that have lyrics that I'm not really super into, but there's a lot of good metal songs too. It's Psychic. Yeah, the generator was pretty close. We updated Docs. We got Bubbly. We did Draconis. Lurker is my middle name, says Draconis. Nightmare 50 or Nightmare 505 SA. It's okay. It should go on. It should be this video. The live stream should be posted as a video in about an hour with the chat. Sometimes the video posts and the chat hasn't like loaded yet, but then if you come back like in 30 minutes, it'll have all the chat there. Usually wait like an hour and then it's like fully watchable. I also notice how it uploads to the live stream is weird. Like it'll upload an hour and then it'll upload the next hour and then the next hour and the next hour. So you may see like the live stream says 1 hour, but it's actually like 2 or something. Or it'll be like 2 hours, but it's like 2 hours and 15 minutes or something. But after about an hour or so of the live stream being taken down or like finished, it kind of starts the upload process and gets to where it's in a watchable format. Did I miss people? I'm sure I have. Nice, good speed one. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Have fun at work. Hopefully you get some work done on your project and whatever it is. You have a good day, sir. Thank you for the super chat. Pukachi, I'm not sure. Did you want a Sprite? Are you still here? Everyone has bad days. Never give up. That's true, Bubbly. That's true. Silver Starlight. I think we'll have to do this at another time. I have to end the stream now. I'm going to resize these sprites. Thank you guys so much for coming to the stream. I really appreciate it. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Back me on Patreon if you're interested in supporting what I do here. And hopefully we'll see you guys on the next live stream, 10 a.m. to noon. T's here. Bye, guys.